this idea has always troubled me, that minorities are automatically victims and that
Yeah.
majorities are automatically oppressors. This is part of our colonial conditioning, shall we say. I always gently emphasize to people that the British were a minority when they came to Bharat. They were a particularly toxic minority. And I think we need to start to look at the toxicity of the denomination and the demographic rather than its numbers. We have minorities in Bharat who are unbelievably integrated and fully supportive and fully engaged with the nation and its well-being. And so they claim no minority oppression or anything like that at all. Whereas on the other hand, like the British, like I said, the Anglican Christians were one of the most toxic minorities ever to have come over to Bharat. The Nazis were a toxic minority. And look at the damage and the harm they wreaked across Europe. So minority status does not automatically convey the, shall we say, the moral high ground. It's the actions and the history over a period of time which will determine that. So the moment somebody says minority, we should actually discard it. We should recognize that minority and the importance given to minority in the Constitution is actually an act of discrimination in and of itself. It's a prejudice. It enshrines a prejudice against the indigenous people of Bharat in the Constitution. And when that happens, when you have such an enshrinement, it's actually a state of apartheid. In South Africa, they had apartheid on the basis of racial origin, and it was enshrined, the prejudice was enshrined in the laws and the manner in which the country conducted its affairs. It's not unfair to say that the indigenous people of Bharat, especially the Hindus, are existing in a state which conforms to the description of religious apartheid. This is how crystal clear it should be. So let's dispense with this notion of minority oppression and victimhood and majority aggression. It's a lie. It's one of those lies that have been perpetuated by those who seek to harm Bharat.